Emmanuel, God is with us. Emmanuel, God is with us. Well, it's another blessed day. I have been able to go to prayer twice this week. The Lord is really doing something in my body. I even now have been able to go back to the donut shop where all the old men hang out and play dominoes and cards and stuff like that. And they were talking about they hadn't seen me. They noticed I lost a little weight. They didn't want to say you look sick or anything like that. But when I was able to come back twice, they were like, well, I'm so glad God's healed your body. And I told them that I was put on hospice. So there was no solution for me but God. Like to peruse DollarTree, see if I can find some little holiday Valentine's stuff. Valentine's Day is a big deal with me. So I was able to get over there, and Wet n Wild has put my favorite eyeshadow collection in the store. So I got those, and I want to share them with you. This is an old formula that Wet n Wild had a long time ago, and now they only release it in the Dollar Tree. I don't find it in the drugstore when I go in there. In case you're interested in a rose collection, I am going to swatch the colors for you. Yes, even though I paid $1 for it. Look at that pigmentation. This formula is amazing. Look at it on my finger, even after I swatched it. Just one touch. It's soft. It's blendable. This is the rose color that the name of that is coming from. Now, this is a test, you guys, because on my skin type, look at that pigmentation. This is a rose gold. So if you are light skinned, this will be a beautiful rose gold. The white in it, the white frost in it comes out on my skin because I am so dark. But even still, you can tell it's a rose color. You can see the gold in there, and then you can see the duochrome of the white blue flash. They're using a pearlescent pigment in there that goes with a blue flash. It's gorgeous. That was not in style back in the day. So only people, and here's the third color on my finger. These two have already been swatched. This is what it looks like when it's full pigment. I would compare this formula to the formulas of Lorac and Anastasia Beverly Hills. They use a very similar formula. If you like either of their color stories, you will like this formula. So you see that? That is gorgeous. This color is deep and dark, so any dark skin can get pigmentation out of here. You have a semi-matte, which is the best for mature skin. It's like a soft matte, so it has a little shimmer in it, so it doesn't call attention to old, crepey, dry eyes. And then you have a beautiful frost here, which you can use on your brow bone, on your lid area, in the inner corner. Beautiful, beautiful holiday for Valentine's Day eye set. It's rose, and it comes in this packaging if you're interested in it. This Beauty Benefits, just in case, the reason why I call it Wet n Wild, it is made by Marquez International. That is the same. This is a Wet n Wild that I got from them. This is the infamous Walking on Eggshells. Everybody loves that one. And I'm going to show you on the back of this one that it is made by Mark. If you look there, it says Marquez as well. So these are both Wet n Wild eyeshadows. This is the old formula, which is the best formula. This is the formula that put Wet n Wild on the map. And then they switched to a newer formula, which most of us don't really like. But since they already have a reputation, people are just out there acting like it's the end-all be-all, and some of us don't really think it is. So I'm going to show you this set here because this is the perfect nude eye for everybody. It is a cool tone eyeshadow. It was back when cool tone eyeshadows were all the rage, and you can now find these at the Dollar Tree periodically. I was shocked when I saw Walking on Eggshells. I was like, oh my goodness. Okay, so this is Walking on Eggshell. And as you can see, this again are all frost. So we will start with the brow bone color. They show you the brow bone there. Swatch that on my hand. You can kind of see the formula difference. And then we're going to go with the crease shade. And then finally with the eyelid shade. Those are the three colors. This is the perfect drugstore nude palette. It's not boring. Eyelid color, crease color, and brow bone color. Bam. That's just gorgeous, you guys. In fact, for my skin tone, I could just use these two colors here, but they're all gorgeous. And with the brownie colors on, you can see the rose tones in the other palette, which also has a beautiful purple. That is gorgeousness. And they have added some warm tone palettes. Look at this one. This is beautiful for darker skins, and it's called Natural. It's got this deep, rich burgundy, a beautiful dark brown, and then a creamy nude color there. I guess that's kind of like a rich nude champagne color. And then they have another one that's called Nude, and this is like a all matte version of the Walking on Eggshells. Very similar, but this is a perfect companion palette for it. And then here's another warm tone palette that has a beautiful apricot color in it. And then it again has that creamy champagne color, and this is definitely an earth red tone here. So this is perfect. This is a perfect color set for the summertime. And this set here, great fall colors. If you're a darker skinned person, these are beautiful dark colors. Or if you just need some dark colors, these are really, really good ones. And I got one other set, which is called Silent Treatment. This is the darkest brown you're ever gonna find. And this is the color that it's just gorgeous on all skin tones. It is dark. And then they put a great brow bone color there too. So I guess I'll swatch Silent Treatment for you, because this is another one. This is not famous for everybody. This is only famous for those of us who are darker skin tone, because this is the palette, if you are darker skin tone, that makes all the other palettes work. Wet n Wild does make single eyeshadows. Righty, so let us continue. I use these little brushes. I love them. You get a little sponge that's really good quality, and then you get a brush that's not the greatest quality, but this brush is excellent for blending out your eyeshadow that you already have on. Now, for us that are darker skin, this palette is just as phenomenal as the Walking on Eggshells. This is called the Silent Treatment. And if you are brown or black, you gotta see this. Wait for it. Look at that pigmentation, okay? This will not look ashy on you if you are dark skinned. So it's a lid color. Oh, that's pretty. That's a cool tone. And look at that. This brown is so deep and chocolatey. And then finally, that color there. Let me put a little bit more of this on here. And you see how that just blended on my skin? And you can see the rose tones in this one. You can see the champagne colors in the eggshell set. And then in this one, you can see what a true dark, this is a cool tone brown. This is actually a gray brown. This is a natural palette, and it's a little bit lighter than the Silent Treatment, but you can see this is a medium dark gray brown. then you have a dark burgundy tone, and then a creamy brow bone color. See, the color's a little bit better there. So you got a color that would be in a normal warm tone palette. Then you have a color that's definitely cool tone, and a color that is neutral. Looks like a darker version of Walking on Eggshells, so it looks like a more modernized version. But these are, oh, that's a beautiful cream tone. I like that it has a penchant towards being golden. Okay, this is a nice neutral for me. And then finally, bam. So this palette here is like a palette that's dark enough to be used by any skin tone, but not so dark that it's gonna make lighter people look like they've been beat up. And with a, I thought this burgundy was gonna be darker. These last two are called Spice and Nude. This color here looks very similar to the darker shade in Spice. Maybe this is a little bit darker, I don't know. Yeah, I see a lot more gold in this color here now, and I see the same gold in here. So I'm curious to see if they're gonna look the same on my skin, close to my skin tone. So, oh, yeah, this is kind of a sheer color. So this is a great work palette. Oh, but that apricot is gorgeous. Really nice there. And this darker color, as I thought, is about the same as my skin tone. So with a base, I could use it, but the standout color is the color I bought the palette for, and that's that apricot there. Really, really close to my skin tone. Do you see it? The other two colors are not. This color looks gorgeous for my skin tone. This would be a good crease shade or transition shade. This would be a great color for if you've been using up the transition color in your palette. This would be a good one. And then of course inner corner and brow bone there. We can all use that. I don't see much eyeshadow. I'm gonna try it again. And it looks like this is more of a neutral tone. It doesn't seem to come across cool or warm on my hand there. And I want to compare those two browns. So I'm going to put this one here. Okay, so on my skin, this is a warmer brown, which shows up better on my skin tone. This set might be a really good set for people who are lighter than me. And I'm not talking, the one I'm showing, this is a good all-around set for everybody, including if you're dark as me. You see how much pigmentation is in that dark brown there. So this is a color that I had this in a Tarte palette, and I used it all the time to create my neutral looks. You know, so these two colors are cool tone. This color is definitely warm tone. For my skin, this color here is amazing. This color here is amazing. This brown is phenomenal. And I just love having these rosy purple tones for Valentine's Day. So in the wintertime, I wear roses and purples. So I got all these. They were $1 each. You see how compact they are. I prefer the Wet n Wild because it comes with brushes. And when I travel, I use those brushes. So this is the first palette here. I thought it's the pinky tones and the purple tones. The golds are the Walking on Eggshells. Then the dark brown is in the Silent treatment. I'm starting to forget which sets these are, but I showed them to you. The apricot color is in the Spice set. And then this final set here was, I think, natural. So I just forgot what the burgundy color was in. But that's the whole of my DollarTree eyeshadow haul. Very happy with it. You can see the differences in certain eyeshadows are much better and formulas than others. You can see the sheer formula. The great thing about a sheer formula is that it's very user-friendly, so you won't end up looking like a clown. But all of these eyeshadows have really good pigment. Even the one that is my skin tone almost exactly, you can see it on my skin. Jesus loves you, and I love you with all the Jesus in me. Be blessed. God bless you.